Hello beauties, welcome back to the vlog. This week I am sharing stories with you about myself and what a total goofball I am so that you can have more respect and understanding, compassion for the people who still come in every day and work for me anyway. Today I want to share with you my love of alliteration. I often will say things here both to my colleagues, my clients, my community, right? See, I just did it right there. It's like I can't stop myself. I love alliteration. I do this all the time. And in marketing, alliteration plays really well. People like words that start with the same letter. It's a funny thing. It sounds good to us. It feels good. So it's something that comes out in marketing all the time. Unfortunately, I applied this alliteration to an internal party that we were going to have at Lunar Logic. And while I was very pregnant at the time with my daughter, Lyra, I don't think I can blame it on that. I think that I did at the time, but honestly, it's something that I would do now, and she's 3. So, yeah. We have a summer picnic, and all of our employees and colleagues come here. They bring their partners and their families, and we all hang out and have a bunch of great food and drinks and what have you, and it's just a really nice thing. Well, that particular year, we were going to have a cook-off. And we were going to have a cook-off where the core ingredient was pork. And for those of you who know me well, you know that it isn't fun for me unless it's competitive. It's a problem. I have a sickness. But it was a cook-off. And some other time I'll have to tell you about how I listened to the results of that cook-off for 3 years. Three years. But we'll just move that over here. So we're going to have this cook-off. The key ingredient was pork. It was Eric and James that were going to do the cook-off. It was awesome. I was excited about it. And because I love alliteration, but not because I was pregnant at the time, I'm just a dork this way, I said, let's call this Pork in the Park. Pork in the Park. What a great name. And everyone here burst out laughing. And this is where I'm a bit naive sometimes, and I don't always hear the things I say the way other people hear them. So I said, well, pork in the park, what's wrong with that? It sounds great. I love alliteration, and we're eating pork in the park, right? I'm a very literal person sometimes. And the team is just cracking up. So then someone politely explained to me why maybe I should rephrase that. So then I corrected it with something much worse, in which I said, well, then let's have a pork-off. We'll just call it the pork-off, and we'll go to the park, and we'll have a pork-off, and it'll be awesome. It'll be between Eric and James, and it'll be the best pork-off ever. To which Eric and James started laughing and said, no, thank you. We don't want to have a pork-off. And again, I was confused because I'm a naive person sometimes. And then that was explained to me, too, of how that sounded. And that was awkward. And yet, guess what it's called? Pork in the Park. Any sort of cook-off we have now goes back to that name. I'm never going to live that down, and I did it to myself. So there you go. See you tomorrow.